Hey guys, it is KlaireeBerry and I want to do a video today for Aquariuses. Of course, this is good for all signs Aquarius, whether it's sun sign, moon, rising, ascendant, north, south nodes, cusps, cross watchers, even your Venus or Mercury can be telling for Aquariuses. Or if you're just drawn to this video, then welcome. I'm glad you're here. I really love spending time with you guys, even if it's for a quick little bit on my lunch break. Okay, so Aquariuses. Let's just jump right in. This is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You can also come back and re-watch it later to see if it resonates with you at another time. You know, if you watch it and it's not really resonating fully with you. Okay? So, Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. Okay. So, something's definitely going on. It might have been going on, and I apologize about the background noise today. There's a lot of action in this park today, so yeah, I feel like our thoughts are definitely getting us in trouble somehow. We may not realize it, but we're drawing it to ourselves. This trouble, it feels like we're just constantly being stabbed in the back, but we have to start to take some responsibility. And I'm not saying that in a blamey way, because we all do this, but we do help create our realities. And the more we can remember that, I know on some level we all know that, but it's not enough just to know it and think about it every once a month or once a year or something. We have to really keep it in mind, not only when things are going good, so it kind of builds your confidence that, oh, hey, yeah, I like actually manifested this, or at least had a part in manifesting it. You know, but it's also good to know, you know, when things are going wrong, to say like, well, you know, even if I didn't consciously manifest this, I manifested this for my ultimate good for some reason. Or, you know, the powers that be have manifested this for a reason. Okay, so yeah, this all has to do, I feel like, with a love situation. Okay, we might have been really hurt. We might have almost, either we thought we were starting something new with somebody, and then it kind of maybe went back to old ways, is what I'm seeing. Like there's some issue, you know, with you know, our partner maybe not giving us the attention, or we may be telling ourselves that and feeling that way. It's either attention, you know, they're spending their attention, their time, their energy, whatever energy forms, you know, you probably utilize as far as your sharing of love and spreading of love. That probably is, you know, the types of energy that you're going to be looking at, whether it's mental, emotional, you know, monetary, just material goods, whatever. Could be, you know, gambling problems, could be a third party, could be workaholic, something like that. Really getting in the way of your relationship, but you don't realize that you do have power to help change this situation. And instead of being obsessive, I'm getting this vibe of like a little bit of like stalkerish, you know, like when girlfriends get together and they're like having a couple drinks of wine and it's like, oh, let's check on so-and-so. And then you get that kind of stalker gossip vibe. That is what we want to avoid. That's not going to help us with this new, with moving into this new level that we want to get to with this person and just with ourselves. And that's the thing, we have to realize that right now we have to focus on ourselves, focus on our money, focus on our home, focus on our feng shui, you know, focus on our style, focus on our mission, our purpose here in life, focus on getting our everyday right, you know, our schedules right, our just all those things that you have to take care of day in and day out, your laundry, your dishes, you know, all of these things. Get your kids right. Get your kids in line. You know, your pets, your fur pets, all of this stuff. And really come into your own. Really, we're going to be focused on loving ourselves right now and also staying open to our angels and our spirit guides. I guess if you don't do angels or if you don't believe in that really, you could just say energies or any kind of spirit guides that you, even the guide of it, the spirit of an energy, you know, like love or, you know, whatever ideal, can also really be a good thing for those people who don't like to do, put more names and angels and stuff like that on there. Okay, so we're going to be moving away from this heartache that you've been having, and it's really important to make sure that your passion is leading you in the right place. Okay, and it's our thoughts and our emotions that guide our actions. So your actions can be really telling right now, and again, they can be really if they're in line with your highest, you know, mentality here, it's going to be the best thing for you. So just keep on growing, keep on knowing. But again, focusing on you is going to really help your life blossom right now, and this passion to blossom. Okay, you might have had a really rocky road with this person. You don't have to shut them out completely. You don't have to be mean to them when you're shutting them out. When you're setting that boundary, sometimes you just have to step away and show them that you can, show them just how you feel. Like, I do recommend being honest, but I don't recommend like oversharing when it comes to your partner and your loved ones. Like, especially if you're the feminine energy and they're the masculine. A little bit of intrigue, a little bit of space, a little bit of saying, I'm not leaving you. I'm not done with you. I just don't have time or energy to be focused on you right now. And sometimes the masculine energy isn't used to that. And it really, especially if you have not been like that in the past with them, if you've been overcompensating and just jumping into every hope that they set out for you, you know what I mean? That's what they're going to be used to. And it's the actions that's going to give them a sign. So just nicely, back away a little bit, switch things up, do things differently than you normally do it. And this is really going to give them a wake up call, and it's going to help them to kind of change the way that they act, because they don't want to lose you. They love you, even if they don't show you. Like, they are so into you. They are so passionate about you. That's like one of the things that they know the most surely out of anything right now in their life is you. And they will follow you. If you give them that space, if you walk away a little bit, set that boundary, they will. It might take them a minute. It might not be, but they want to see you, working on yourself. They want to see you growing and just becoming the best person that you can be. And as you do this, they of course are going to be like, oh, well, if I'm going to keep up with her, if I'm going to be her match, then I've definitely got to step it up a little bit. And again, this all has to do with their actions and their passion. It's going to increase their passion for you, but it's also going to increase their actions in their life to get them where they want to go and where you guys need to go if you are going to come kind of fully more together into some kind of a union here. So far this is all about a twin flame union, okay? And it is about justice. I'm feeling that, because we had these issues of somebody did somebody wrong, obviously. And remember, sometimes things can be switched. If I'm talking to you as if this side, it could be the other side. It could be in reverse. But what you're doing is you're taking it, yes, something happened. Yes, you did something wrong. But I'm not going to yell at you. I'm not going to throw a fit. I'm not going to be mean. It's this symbol of justice and honestly forgiveness, that you're going to be fair, and you're not just going to react out of any kind of emotional, imbalances, or, when you get your pendulum swings and you just get so mad. And when we don't pay attention to ourselves, that's what happens. When we don't put ourselves first, that's what we're happening, because we're focused on the other person and what they're not doing and what they should be doing for us. Don't focus on that. Just focus on yourself. Again, your two main passions, your two main focuses every day in your life should be me, 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 me. And that is me as far as, your inside me, your physical, your inner would be your emotional, and your thoughts. And then you're also your other me. When I say me, 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 you have your inner, your thoughts and your emotions, again, and your actions over time, and all of this stuff together. And also, again, your outer, your external me, energy, which is, again, your finances, your environment, your home, your car, your everything, your family, your habits. So when you're focused on those things and you really are able to build yourself up, and it just helps you to stay in more control of your emotions whenever you do have something, bubbling up that you need to deal with, you can do it in a way that's kind and nice and just, okay? This is not, again, it's not rash. It's not even emotional. This is having control over your mind and the way you see things, so everything else follows suit. You're able to stay grounded, and this is what gets you results. Again, she's not throwing a fit, stomping, pointing fingers in the face. No, she's not even, it's a little bit of mystery. The guy's like, what? The masculine energy is like, what is she thinking? I need to know, and then again, and this is exactly what happened to me this weekend, and I can tell you it works. It's so much more effective than, because when you yell and when you stamp your feet, when you throw fits and try to tell the person what you need or what they're doing wrong, they already know. They already know, and they already have negative influences like that in their life. And what happens when we do that is they run away, I mean, anybody when faced with something like that is going to try to get away from it because it sucks. But whenever you kind of just like show that it's still affecting you. Like, of course you're affected. You're not going to lie. You're not going to act like it's not. And you don't maybe even know. I've been saying this a lot lately. I think it has to do with it's balancing out these energies with this Libra sun, is that we may not know. You know, they may be asking, you know, us questions. Hey, what's going on? Where are we at? You know, why are you so distant? And you just have to say, look, I don't know. I'm trying to process this. I'm trying to figure it out. And again, even that space and that distance and knowing that, you know, you're hurt, and you can let them know you're hurt in your own way, but again, do it kindly and nicely and with justice, the way you would want to treat somebody if you fucked up as well. Remember that you have fucked up as well. We all fuck up as well. So don't hold other people to higher standards than, you know, you want for yourself, and don't treat other people when they do fuck up worse than you would want somebody to treat you. So again, focusing on our own life right now is absolutely going to help us, and really focus on your mission, and really focus on how you can get your everything in alignment. You know, your daily habits is really the ultimate thing that comes down to it. It's like the last step. And again, your mental is the beginning, and then your emotions have to get in line, and then your actions have to get in line. But it's that, again, that last step is your habits and what you do on a daily basis. What you're spending all of those energies on every single day over time is what really brings you. And that's what brings you into that strength and that confidence of knowing who you are, knowing that you can make great choices no matter what. And even if you fuck up, you're going to make it right, and all of this stuff. That's how you come into this beautiful, confident, goddess-like energy where you can control, you can do anything basically. And you're really getting to this point where you're kind of like, it's been a new cycle, but you're kind of wrapping it up and thinking about the next. Okay. But you're really creating and noticing some great things about yourself right now, about your life. You're really creating a life that you can be proud of right now, is what I'm definitely feeling. And it feels good. It really feels good. Okay, so keep up that type of energy. That is amazing. Okay, and coming with that too, like I said, we're coming to a new cycle. We're going to be letting some more things go. I feel like we've already made a lot of change maybe this year and these past few months, and we're just going to continue to make more and show up and be even more, you know, open and vulnerable with ourselves, so that we can be that with others. Because if we're not open and vulnerable with ourselves and honest with ourselves, then how the hell can we expect, you know, others to come with that energy to us? So it's going to be very fruitful as well to get there. And to do that really deeply, you need to do the shadow work and the program. I do have the program, and I realize I've been telling you guys I have the shadow work program on this channel. I don't have it on this channel. If you want the playlist about the shadow work, right now at this exact moment, it is only on KlaireeBerry Sanctuary, but I am going to have that up. I'm going to kind of convert it over to this channel as well. So very, very important, I think, for you at this time to really move forward and really to create a lot of abundance and bounty, and get your relationship where you want it. Again, your relationship always starts with yourself. You have to have it right with yourself before you can get on anywhere else. Okay, and you guys do have a lot of passion. I'm seeing like you guys both want this passion, and you're both going to be moving into it, and it could be very quickly. It kind of just depends on how fast you're going to do the work, is what I'm seeing. And this is clear. Everything's just saying shadow work, shadow work, shadow work, and move on this shadow work quickly. Okay, and inner child healing. Don't stop at the shadow work after you're done with that. The program that I have actually starts out with holistic law of attraction, then it goes to shadow work, and then it goes to the law of attraction. So if you aren't interested in the law of attraction part in the beginning, you feel like you already have it's kind of more of an intro for the program. So if you already feel like you have a good basis and you've watched some of my videos, you kind of get my gist of like my perspective on that, then like I said, feel free to skip ahead in that program to the shadow work. And then the inner child healing work, I'm just getting the videos up this week. So that program will be continuing to be expanded, and it is free for now. Again, until it's completed, it's going to be free. So inner child healing is going to take you back. You know, you're going to just change. You're going to do wonders. It's going to feel bad at first. It always feels really bad when you really get in there. You know, you can do shadow work on different levels, and sometimes when you do it on a mental level, it's not as bad, but then you really have to follow through on the emotional level as well with this inner child healing work. And again, I teach you all how to do that over on that playlist. So check that out. It's just called My Program here on this channel. And it's going to help you so much, because you're going to realize again that with this first card, with this stuff that we've been going through, again, it's not like, oh, we can't, yes, people hurt us, and yes, I understand that that completely hurts and it sucks. But in a way, heartache happens to us all, and it happens. If you notice, if you look around, this law of attraction stuff, some people get it more. Some people get it over and over, and that's because of the choices that they make. That's because of the thoughts that they think and what they decide to tell themselves. The stories that we tell ourselves every single day are so important in creating our lives. Again, watch the law of attraction piece of that. I also have a law of attraction playlist as well here on this channel and on KlaireeBerry Sanctuary. But the shadow work is going to get you to a point where you really know that you are attracting this stuff to yourself. And if you get passionate about learning this shadow work and making it a lifestyle, you'll really get to the point where you just completely understand, and you'll get so passionate about shadow work because it will change your life. It will change your mind. It will you will be dealing with thoughts and beliefs and expectations from, that you've been carrying with you for your whole life that may have been completely erroneous. No substance, unsubstantiated. And it doesn't take that much once you get in there. Once you learn the shadow work, how to do it, and then you get in there and do it, it really doesn't take a lot. Okay, shadow work is pretty straightforward. Okay, and I think it's definitely not as painful since it's more of the mental side. It's not as painful as going into the emotions on the inner child healing work. But again, we need to do both. I just think that initially maybe it's best to start out with the shadow work right now. Okay, so yeah, we're cutting into, we're having some change here. We're throwing some things around. We're tossing some ideas around. We're shaking up the way that we do things in our everyday life. And this might have to do with our partner. You might be thinking ahead, whether it's moving to, to get closer to your partner, just making time to see them more often. But this does have this, I am sensing definite twin flame energies here. Okay. And you are coming in, it's like you're recognizing that this is a game and that it can be played, and that this heartache is really necessary in a way because it teaches us stuff. So you kind of take a more balanced look instead of being so emotional about it. You just kind of go with the flow and realize this is a dance of life. When you're separated from your partner, or whether it's that from their side or from your side, which I feel like a lot of feminine energies, divine feminines are doing right now, again, is to kind of set these boundaries, step back. And even if it's not like a full extra time of separation, it's just that idea of separation, or talking about the separation, is sometimes all you need to do, in order to have that push and that pull be a little bit reversed, if you know what I'm saying. So it's all about the pendulum swinging back and forth. Again, what you resist persists, and what you chase runs away. These are principles of life. So that's why we're obsessed with ourselves right now. We're only obsessed with ourselves. We are not obsessed with other people. We are only obsessed with ourselves, and then other people get obsessed with us. No, we want other people to also be obsessed with themselves, because when you have your shit straight, you can really come together, and you both are improving. You both are, we all have our ups and our downs, but overall, you're both doing what you need to do, again, over time, to really start to have a life that you guys can be proud of, really have a life that feels abundant together. Okay, so that's really, really promising. Okay, and again, a lot of this is changing, and it's going to change even more due to the shadow work. And your spirit guides are helping you. Please stay open to them, whether, again, it's energies, angels, however you want to see that. Be sure, and, again, look in yourself in the mirror, figuratively, check your, if you think about the past, you're thinking about it only to learn from it. Check in with your inside. Sometimes you just have to check in, and that's part of the shadow work. Just check in with your, how am I doing? How am I doing today? How is everything? Make sure everything's good. Dot your I's, cross your T's. Okay? The big focus is on you and your inner work. Okay? It's going to help you so much. Your partner may seem far away right now, but they are focused on you. They are looking back at you. They are missing you. They are wanting you. And if they knew how to describe it, they would say, yeah, they're waiting for you to do the shadow work, because it's going to guide you both. It's going to help you both. It's going to help you. When you do your own shadow work, it's like, bam, there's a reflection and an energy that goes to them that will guide them. It will spark them to do work as well. Again, even if it's just on a mental level, them saying, or even if you just believe that on a mental level, that they want to keep up with you. They're going to see you. They're going to feel you, one or the other. Somehow they're going to know, and they're going to start doing this work too, because they are your twin flame. I can definitely tell that. And, you know, you're getting to a better place about this heartache. You're recognizing that it had to happen. It sucked, of course. And you can give yourself the utmost. Remember, treat yourself really good. The whole thing about inner child work is about self-love. It's about loving yourself, taking care of yourself, and giving yourself what you need. Giving yourself what you needed back then, giving yourself what you need now. And that's why you have to check in with yourself and really take care of yourself. How am I doing? Okay. Are we all good? Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and all of our external energies as well. All of our daily routines and energies and things that we go through life just doing. But it's all based on our beliefs. Okay, so I feel like we're just kind of getting the same thing over and over again. We're just going to, when we do this, it's just all shadow work. It's just shadow work, shadow work, shadow work. Start on this program, do the program. Let me know what you think of the program. Again, get it while it's free, because it's not going to be free. But it is going to take you to such a high level where you just have such a new vantage point on life. You're going to start attracting new things through the law of attraction because of because of this work. You know, you're going to come to a point where you can see, you know, this is the first card here. You're going to take those blinders off your own self. You know, you're going to change things on your own. And again, see how there's this reflection. These birds always stand for shadow work, okay? And you can see that this reflection is just a reflection from the shadow, or it's not a reflection, but it's a shadow right here. It's an actual shadow. So it's the shadow of the shadow work. So what that means is that reflection reflecting onto your partner, okay? That is going to, your work is going to affect them. It's going to help them. And then it's going to help the both of you because you are so close and you are twin flames. And with this just shows, it's funny because these a lot of times will come in order, and they will be, it'll actually show me, you know, that it goes, and in fact I can show you here just on this line, and this is kind of moving into the future. You know, this is as you do this work. See, there's three shadows here. There's three ravens here, or crows, whatever we want to say that they are. And then it just gets more and more and more. Okay. And then as you do it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this one has 5. Okay, so I feel like you're gonna get, after you really start to feel, you know, it's gonna hurt when you start doing it, you know, a little bit, but then it's gonna get easier, it's gonna get better, your partner's gonna take note, and then you can see that's when you have, after you've done it for a little while, you know, this might be only 3 days of doing it. Then your partner's going to start to react and start to do it as well in their own way. Or, you know, if you have a conversation with them, great, about what you're doing, and they might copy you, or if they may watch some videos and find out what you're doing, or if they may just feel it and just do it in their own way, or do some kind of work in their own way. And then now you can see we've got so much magic, so many, more sparks in this one. And in fact, there's barely, if you look at this one, which was your, okay, so wait, let's go back to your first one. There's like no sparks here coming off of these swords. In this one, you can see there's like a little tiny spark. And what these sparks are, I don't know if you can even see it in that one, this is like the law of attraction. This is like the star shining and creating great things in your life. And this is the last one that we have. And look how many sparks. After we've done this work, after we're getting to this point where we really are comfortable with shadow work, we've spent, you know, numerous days in a row doing our shadow work. We show up for it again, make it a lifestyle. Shadow work is all about the lifestyle. Then you're going to have magic happening all over the place because of this. You're going to be so much better at the law of attraction because of the shadow work you're doing. And this, okay, wait. And so here, I feel like before we do our shadow work, or when we're first starting our shadow work, you know, actually go back to the first one again. There's no wings. She does have wings, but they're like almost very delicate. They don't look like they could even take her anywhere. You know, they almost look like they're wet, and they, you know, wet wings can't fly. But if it's like butterfly wings, and in this one, he's got the wings, so he's got the power. You know what I mean? And that might just be a perspective. You know, that we think that person has all the power, but then we realize that, you know, we're coming into our own and we have the power. And again, you have another more focused law of attraction, little flare there, whatever you want to call it, sparkle. And again, here we have, you know, 2 wings. We've got the whole horse, and this is just us, again, so much magic, manifesting so many things, and just feeling really at home with our power. We're just like really super powerful to go even higher and higher and higher, because he's straight up in the air with this. Okay, this is still us and our energy, but we're feeling more masculine because we have so much power and because we've done so much work. And this is how you flip the masculine energies in a way. It's not like a permanent thing, but when you let's go back up here. When you where'd it go? When you kind of turn your back on your partner, again, it doesn't have to be in a huge capacity. You don't have to cut them off completely. You don't have to cut them off for any length of time. Again, maybe sometimes even letting them know that you're thinking about cutting them off, or you're even thinking about, in my case, I was just wanted to let him know usually I drop the ball, whenever time he has and I'm open, I'm available. But this time I'm like, no, I really need to focus on myself. I'm really behind in all my stuff. And even just doing that and like, no, I think we need to take another. And I did it actually a couple of times in a row. Again, very nice, very sweet. Yes, there was an element of I'm not sure and I'm unsure and I don't know. And, I'm just kneeling to deal with my own emotions, and that's what this is. Once you do that, once you kind of step away and get out of that codependent space, and take that step away, put that wall in between you two, again, even temporarily, then he starts doing the worrying as the feminine normally does. Or, not to say he or she, but I'm just using that as an example because that's usually what it is. It could be any gender. I'm talking about the energies. So take it as it is, or, it could be reversed as it is too, however it resonates with you. But this is what's going to really create this transformation, okay? These are huge, kind of, what's the word? Huge gains, basically, in your ability to manifest new things, and your ability to take care of the law of attraction. And so you're going to have the whole world in your hands after you do this, and you're going to really be starting these huge new kind of patterns together. You're going to really start on something together. And you'll really feel like you have each other's back, and you really feel like you can take over the world and you can conquer the world together. That's kind of what I'm getting here, okay? So I hope this was good for you. Oh, and then the last card I decided to pull, you keep on going within, and then you come together so much that you guys are, really considering each other as family, And maybe to have kids or maybe not doesn't necessarily mean that. It just means that family feeling. And this also has to do, I just put these cards on top. This also has to do with, again, it may not mean like having a child together or whatever. It could mean that. But I think for a lot of people, it just means that you both are taking care of your inner child. So as you are loving up your inner child, that's you, that's your inner child. And as you put again, her energy is not all on that masculine. It's not all on her twin flame. Yes, she loves him. Yes, she knows he's there. But she's focused on herself, and she's focused on her feelings. She's focused on her inner child. And when you do that, you're actually able to help heal your partner and help to show them how to heal their inner child. I mean, you can even do exercises on how to really just truly supporting their inner child as well. You can be one of those energies. And either way, I think you're going to be helping show your person and your partner how to do that. So I did not mean for this to completely be a twin flame reading, but that's how it came out. So that's probably the biggest thing right now that we can do for your holistic health right now. So hopefully this resonated. Please let me know if it did or if it didn't. You guys had an awesome reading last week, and I think this just is another extension of that. So take care. I will talk to you very, very soon. Thanks for watching. Again, you can find me all over social media as KlaireeBerry, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, Pinterest, and also have my website at KlaireeBerry.com that always has my most up-to-date pricing for all of my readings, consultations, my direct coaching club, which is unlimited for life for one low payment. You get to join for life. I answer all sorts of questions. That is that up and ready to go. So again, check that out at KlaireeBerry.com. Thank you so much again. Much love, many blessings. Butterflies flying by right now in this beautiful field. So keep your eyes up. Keep your eyes, not outside of yourself up, but within, deeper and higher, and be looking for, signs from your spirit guides, and also ways in which you can keep open to ways in which you can keep transforming and getting better and better and better. So go check out that playlist, the program here on KlaireeBerry channel, and get to work. It'll feel so good. And like I said, after you do the work too, come back and let me know how it helps you, because it's like guaranteed to help. Okay, thanks, love you, bye.